Right, so let's get into this. So I had the camera zoomed in because, yeah, I decided to go ahead and begin working on page one. I had a pretty good idea of the opening sequence, and I have a pretty good idea of how things are going to go. And yeah, I just wanted to jump on and, hold on. Yeah, I just wanted to jump on and share because thus far, yeah, the page has been a lot of fun. So to try and show you, I'm penciling really. Another main reason I'm zooming in is I'm penciling really light. Really, kind of these are, yeah, these are going to be, well, they are. These are instructions to me for the digital inking, and pencil I'm doing really light for a lot of reasons. First of all, just because I like kind of like working this way. Although when I was thinking about this book, I was thinking it was going to be really that the pencil would be really harsh, and maybe they will be in some parts. But anyway, I'm working really light, and I'm kind of enjoying that. So anyway, this page one, this panel, right, all cross-hatched. If you can see it, the first panel, right, simply black. Camera draws back. You see this round shape, still black. Still making some decisions about how this is going to look around this part. Big white space in the black. Then camera draws back further, and it's a Siberian unicorn as I was drawing before. And this page has been really fun to work on thus far. I've really enjoyed it. So that's why I thought I would. Yeah, I think I already said that, but I think that's why I said. Yeah, that's why I wanted to jump on real quick and share. Yeah, so for the rest of the page, right, the camera and scare quotes, I guess, or air quotes, whatever, continues drawing back, and you're going to see a herd of these prehistoric, these Cro-Magnon rhinoceri, I suppose. So you'll see right, you'll see still relatively close up, well, not really close up, but you'll see the herd here. And then drawing the camera back even more, you'll see the herd from a distance. So, yeah. So this is just laying out. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's really funny. I know that when I take it into digital, when I start the inking and the coloring, everything's going to look so different. Although I've kind of resigned myself to that. Yeah, I think Peter Bagg, I heard him once say, like, it's really weird when you get to publishing, like, no matter what he does, no matter what he tries, it always looks different when it's finally printed. And yeah, that's going to happen, and this is going to look very. So these will be these hatched areas with these gentle, soft pencils will be. At least the idea is now they'll basically be solid black, and so yeah, and quickly start penciling in, and I hope you can see. I had the close-ups working. Like I said, I noticed that especially last time, I kind of noticed that the pencils were pretty faint. I should have made sure I had my reference with me before I started this, but too late now. So it goes. Try my best to remember. I think I remember the features pretty well, and I can just alter things. So. Right, opening on this herd of rhinoceri. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, thus far, this has been a real blast. It's been it's been quite enjoyable. Working out the details, working out getting some more into the opening sequence. I think I need to change this guy's. I don't think I want to. I think I want the head to be exactly the same. And these animals move, as we all know. animals move around. So I don't think I want him just to be frozen in the same pose. Yeah, we want this to be like a living, active world, a world where stuff is going on. And if he's just kind of frozen there, immobile, that's really not going to be the case. So I think we'll have him turning more toward the camera, more toward the audience, which is you, as it were. Yeah, which is kind of a nice. I suppose that's kind of a nice effect. So as you're drawing back, seeing what the animal is, you seeing the animal, discovering that it is an animal. That black first panel is just a representation of the animal's eye, and so as the camera draws back, the beast here, in this case the rhinoceros, is actually looking at you, looking back at you, the viewer. As I said, it's going to be a herd of rhinoceri here, and let's see. So I'll pencil those guys in. I'll pencil those guys in later, probably. Like I said, I just wanted to give you some idea of how this is going. Yeah, so I'm feeling decentish about the color studies that I've done, the color stuff that I've been looking at, doing on the laptop, doing in Krita, and yeah, it's okay. So I'm not, although I always have more doubts. I always have a lot of doubts when I get into color. But yeah. By the way, again, as I think I've said before, if people have suggestions, yeah, I'm totally open. Would love to hear them. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this this way. I gotta come up with a better name. Yeah, the Korr. The name's just not. Somehow it's just not working for me. I'm not sure why. Maybe it just seems too conventional, too kind of standard issue, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah. So I guess as I go along, I'm gonna hope to make some discovery about what would be a better working title, what would be a better title for the book. Alright, so drawing back on BC here, and let's see how we're going to depict his massive head here, his massive maw. As I think I mentioned before, I really want this book to be, I want there to be a lot of animal stuff in it, and I want there to be a lot of wildlife. Well, I guess all life. Yeah, this is pretty much there's only wildlife in this world, pretty much. Korr and his tribe will not have domesticated anything. So there's that. Let's see, what else should I talk about? I apologize if my voice sounds kind of stupid or something. I'm having mother-of-all allergy assaults. I was outside a lot, really like being outside, and I really paid the price for it. So I am sorry about the noise. Hold on. Yeah, I'm desperately hoping and praying for the first frost. Really, it cannot come soon enough for me. The ragweed cannot be killed off soon enough for me. That will make me very, very happy. So, and yeah, man, it's just been so dry. It's just agony right now. Although I'm heavily medicated at the moment, so yeah, pretty tempted to move out to Arizona, New Mexico, move out west at some point. Because it was beautiful, when I was out there. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, absolutely spectacular. And but another reason is, yeah, I'd like to get out there and in hopes that my allergies would not be nearly so bad. It keeps looking like he has a mustache. That's not. May have to work on that offline, not in this part. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to do this to show mistakes, the challenges, the difficulties. So. Show the bumps and the warts, as it were. Let's see, maybe his horn needs to be more prominent. Excellent news, I made it to the gym this morning, so been pretty pumped because of that all day. So despite, feeling kind of awful, I've been pretty amped all day, very, very productive. I don't know about you, but wow, the gym is incredibly conducive it makes me much more productive. So yeah, really something quite valuable for me at least. Exercise kind of has that effect for me. By the way, pencil nerds, mechanical pencil nerds, if you want to be informed, using the rote ring, 0.7 millimeter, and it's really mainly for the curling. I just love how these rote ring with the curling. I know it's a small thing, and it definitely is a small thing, but wow, makes a huge difference. It's one of the really nice things about rote ring, and I'm ticked off because I broke another one of these, but yeah, if I'm being honest, these silver guys, these have always been, these I found are the best rote rings I have for drawing. Man, they just feel great. So, rote ring, do not go changing. The knurling, the curling, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. I mean the rough part right there on the pencil. It's fantastic. Highly recommended if you have the means. Okay, so alright, so drawing back, revealing the beastie's eye. Alright, so I think I'm probably going to call it here. If you have any thoughts, opinions, suggestions, whatnot, things that I should talk about. I'm trying to use anything, any kind of interesting pop culture stuff or literary stuff or books or anything. Be interested in what people are reading. I'm always interested to hear what people are into reading wise. Like I said, I'm still working through Trust by Herman Diaz. That's pretty good. Novel called Trust by Herman Diaz, and then the other Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail, 1972, Hunter Thompson, which, as I said, I'm sure I said before, it's fantastic. It's really quite good. So, okay, I'm happy with the look of this guy. I think, though, when I stop recording this, I'm going to grab some bison references and so forth and take a look at some of that. Again, right, wanting the animal life to be a very important part, or a very big part of what I'm doing here with Korr. And of course, I'm going to use the darks here to convey weight, to convey mass. And this thing's actually this big, giant beastie. Animals are fun to draw. Figures are fun to draw, but animals are really, really fun to draw in a different way. I'm not sure how to explain that, but animals are a blast to draw, which is one of the reasons I decided to do this book this way. So yeah, there you go. All right, cut this short. I want to do quantity over quality, maybe. Well, I want to keep up the quality, but I also want to produce these pretty quick. So I'm gonna stop recording, but I'm gonna work on this some more, and I will show the completed version of this. Probably because I'm gonna I guess as I've been promising, I haven't gotten around to it. I'm promising to take this into color, but it is actually going to happen, especially now if I have, once I start to have pages, kind of got to take them into color. Oh yeah, I should say one thing real quick. This is pretty big. You probably, maybe you've already seen that. This is pretty big. This is an 18 by 24 sheet of paper, and man, I forget what it was. I forget the measurements. The proportions that I came up with, proportionate to a regular size comic book page. But yeah, it's really big. I was planning on doing that. I was planning on doing it this way the whole time, and I'm really glad I did. It's a pretty awesome way to work. Not really too worried about, again, the thing I said before, like taking this into, it's going to change a lot going into digital, so I'm not even really that worried about the proportions. Things are going to change a great deal. This is kind of more penciling at this stage. I think it's really very much instructions for those, kind of instructions for what to do when you move to digital. Although, yeah, it's a blast too. Man, it's a lot of fun just to be able to draw, just to be able to work on this, and just to be able to draw very immediate. You get very quick results, right? Drawing kind of almost instantaneous. A lot different from sculpture, where it takes forever. Such a drawn out process, so involved. I was mainly working on sculpture today, and like I said, gem. So it's definitely been a pretty awesome day. All right, cool. Yeah, thanks for checking this out. Ideas, suggestions, criticisms. Yeah, I'm going to talk about gear, talk about stuff you're doing, tools you like to use, whatnot. That all sounds great. All right, thanks. Peace out. I will catch you later.